What's up? It's your boy coming back at you, baby, with another one. Now, today I want to talk to you about, looking for change in relationships and what should happen when change comes in your relationship. When changes come. And while you're dating, things that you can look for to make sure that when change comes in your relationship, that your relationship does not get upended, okay? So we got to look out for certain things, guys, because we do like to blame a lot of things on women, but we are choosing these women. You guys are not getting forced into the relationships. We are signing on to be in a relationship with this woman. So if we are doing that, we need to be mindful of who we're choosing. And we have to be mindful of how they're going to act when change comes. So if you like the content that's going on in this here video, the information that you are happily receiving, do me a favor and like and subscribe to the channel. All right. Now, if you like the content, you think it would be valuable to somebody else, how about you share the information with somebody as well? All right. It does a lot for people when they get a video from you, because what you took from the video, they might take something completely different. You never know who needs to hear it, bro. And also, throughout the video, make sure you comment below. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me some things to look out for when you just start dating a woman. Things that can keep you out of relationship hell, or even some things that you've gone through that you want to keep other guys from going through, bro, because that's why we're on this page, to help ourselves not get into sticky situations. Now, one of the main things we have to assess when we're newly dating someone is, how are they going to be when change comes, right? Because we always talk about, what's going to happen if I go broke? What's going to happen if I'm super sick? What's going to happen if I can't work anymore, if I lose everything? Well, guess what, bro? Most people ain't going through that. Most of us is never going to go through that, bro. Most of us are never going to be terminally ill. If we are, we're 75, 80 years old. Most of us will never lose everything. Most of us, we might have changes in employment, but bro, most of the time, you're not just losing your job and you don't have income for 12 months, 24 months. That's not normally what happens. But there will be small changes that go on in the course of your relationship. You have to look out for certain things, all right? So early on when we date, a lot of times we're trying to please this woman. We're trying to take her to nice places. We're trying to take her on nice dates. We're trying to make sure we have a good time so that she is happy. When she is happy, life is good. When she is smiling, you get what you want, right? And that's cool. But we have to pay attention to what she does when slight changes come her way, whether it be through you or through things that happen in her own life, and how she responds. Because in your relationship, my brother, as time goes on, things will change, okay? Those of us who are in our mid-40s, right? You might be in your 50s. We got kids. We got grown kids. If you know what I know, they will bring about change even if there are no changes in your life to be had. They're going to bring about change, okay? They're going to get people pregnant. They're going to lose financially. They're going to move. All types of things that happen with your children, and that's just with your children. So you have to have a partner or a mate who will adjust to change well. So when you're dating in the beginning, bro, you got to look out for certain signs. Now, when there's a change in plans, right? Because we all know sometimes you plan on picking her up at 6. Something happens, you can't be there till 7. How does she react? How does she talk to you? Does she have an attitude when you pick her up? Does she have an attitude all the way throughout the night and then acts funny for 2 or 3 more days? Okay? When there's a change in a plan, you were trying to buy her something, and you weren't able to get her the exact thing she wanted, but you were able to get her something comparable. It wasn't exactly what she wanted, but it was something that was still decent. How does she act? Is she grateful? Is she ungrateful? Does she remind you of it 8 years down the line? Okay? How does she react to change in her own life when things happen? Because, bruh, women will tell you when they have changes in their lives. They were supposed to go somewhere with a friend, that didn't happen. They were supposed to go on a girls' trip. Something changed at the end. Instead of leaving on the 15th, they're leaving on the 18th. They're at their job for 5 years. Now they're putting her in a new position. She has a couple new hours or some extra hours she has to put in. That's a change. How does she react to these changes? Because, bro, I'm telling you, if she flips her lid every time she goes through a small change with her job, change with her friends, change in her family, that's how she's going to be with you within your relationship. If every time you tell her y'all going to eat steak on Friday night, you're going to pick her up at 8 o'clock, and plans change and you take her to a taco truck at 9. Tacos is good than a mug, but you had to change the plans. How does she act? Does she adjust well to the changes? Because, bro, a lot of the changes that will be put upon this woman will not be due to things that you chose. Meaning, the steakhouse that you're trying to go to, they have no more reservations for Friday night, but y'all gotta eat. So therein lies the reason why you end up at the taco stand. Okay? Now, if she's the type of person who cannot accept change, they don't do well if things get mixed up a little bit. She is going to lose it. You understand? Then she plays the blame game. Watch how she blames people. If every time plans change with her friends, she talks about her friends bad and blames them. If every time the mail doesn't get there the way she likes her mail to get there at 2 p.m. every day, see how she talks about the mail carrier, his truck, the federal government, all types of stuff, right? See how she reacts to that. You'll be at a restaurant sometimes, bro, and they won't have what she wanted to order. They'll be out of it. Or they sold out of it that day. It might be a little bit delayed, right? The dress she wanted to order, they don't have it in her size. Bro, if she is the type that consistently snaps out every time there's a small change, that means she does not know how to act when she doesn't get her way. And brother, let me tell you something. There are many men that will tell you they wish they would have paid attention to the signs, but they weren't paying attention to the signs because they was locked in on the booty. And they kept ignoring the signs because all they wanted to do was caress the booty. You understand? So brother, don't be blind when she's showing you the signs. We got to pay attention because we don't have time to waste, bro. If you told me you were going to a gym and you weren't getting good results, I would tell you to change your plan or change the gym. I wouldn't tell you to stay going to that gym and stay on the same workout plan for 5 more years. So why does it make sense to do that inside of relationships? We're not staying in relationships that are stale, average, or below average for a long time just to say that we stayed in them. You get no award for that, homie. We're trying to be in healthy relationships, so relationships that last, that produce children and families, my dude. You can't do that with somebody who snaps out every time they ain't got onion rings, bro. Every time they don't have the yellow dress in her size. Every time y'all go on a trip and they got to change y'all room. You get on the flight, she can't sit right beside you on the window in the emergency aisle. Huh? Pay attention to the signs up front because most of these women show you who they are right up front. They show you right up front, brother. Hey, listen, I know you got your eyes locked on them panties, boy. Boy, if you can just get to them panties. But if you don't pay attention to the signs that she's showing you, you will get to the panties. And the panties is going to be good to you. Next thing you know, you're going to be in a relationship. The next thing you know, you're going to be miserable because you was doing it all to have the panties to yourself. And I'm telling you, brother, the panties ain't going to mean a darn thing. I say they ain't going to mean a thing when she irritating you every day of your natural life because she does not adjust well to change. You understand me? So we have to pay attention to signs. We have to pay attention to what's going on early on in a relationship before we get into the relationship. We got to take ownership and accountability for what we get ourselves into as men. Stop complaining about your baby mom that you was smashing for 4 years before she got pregnant. It was 48 months of you dealing with that woman before she got pregnant. You not finna act like all your problems started when she got pregnant. All right? Now, if you have a similar situation, or you have things that you do to somewhat keep yourself out of these type of traps, or things that you've done to get you in these type of traps and you didn't pay attention to signs, please comment below, because people need the information. All right? Now, if you are one of these guys who have this type of situation and you want me to perhaps bring it up on a video or on one of the live Q&As, email me at coachmark22@gmail.com. That is Coach Mark with a C, 22@gmail.com. All right? I will keep you anonymous, but I can either do a video or a live Q&A on your situation, bro, because people need help. And by submitting your story, it always resonates with people. And it might just be that the guy listening, he might have a son, a friend, an uncle, a cousin that's going through what you went through. And because you were able to open up and ask for advice, he's able to then relay the advice to his loved one. So we got to keep the chain moving. Now, one last thing. If you are the guy that seems like you can't figure out the red flags, you can't seem to see the signs early on in these relationships, you keep getting into bad dating situations and ultimately bad relationships. If you need one-on-one attention, bro, go down in the description, book a call with me. We'll get on the line, and what we will do is try to figure out some strategies to help you get in the right zone or lane so that you can start identifying the women who you should be dating, the women who you should be spending time with and getting into relationships with. Because, my brother, we are better men when we are in healthy, loving relationships. Don't let anybody tell you different. Can you be great single? You can. Are you always greater when you're in a healthy relationship? Yes. All right? So go down in the description, book a call, brother, if that is you, and we'll get online, we'll rap about it, all right? So, once again, I appreciate you for hanging out with your boy. It is a privilege and an honor to sit here and talk to you and give you some of the game that I had to learn the hard way. You understand me? So, once again, it is your boy, mark my words. And it's another one, baby. I'll see you on the flip side.